It was an action-packed weekend of motorsport with the WRC visiting Kenya, MotoGP in the Netherlands, Formula E in Portland and the iconic Pikes Peak hill climb. We begin 23. In MotoGP, reigning champion Francesco Bagnaia won the Dutch GP as Marco Bezzecchi claimed victory in the sprint race at the TT circuit Assen. Bezzecchi marked himself as the man to beat after dominating practice and qualifying, crossing the line 1.3 seconds clear of Bagnaia in the sprint, with Brad Binder third before he was penalised, elevating fourth place Fabio Quartararo onto the podium. On Sunday, Bagnaia prevailed over Bezzecchi in a 26-lap race to deny him a clean sweep as Aleix Espargaro rounded out the podium. It was a troublesome weekend for Australia's Jack Miller, who finished 11th in the sprint before coming off his Red Bull KTM at turn 1 early in the race on Sunday. MotoGP next heads to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix on August 4th to 6th. This week saw the 101st running of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, with Robin Shute claiming his fourth victory in the race to the clouds. Shute drove up to Pikes Peak in 8 minutes and 40 seconds, behind the wheel of his purpose-built Wolf TSC. The Brit's run to the summit was the third fastest in the history of the event. The sole Australian that competed in the event, Brett Dickie, drove his 2001 Honda S2000 up Pikes Peak in 10 minutes and 52 seconds. To Formula E, where New Zealand's Nick Cassidy claimed victory in the inaugural Portland E-Prix. Cassidy triumphed in a close battle between the top three drivers, beating championship rivals Jake Dennis and Antonio Felix da Costa, with fellow Kiwi Mitch Evans finishing fourth. Cassidy leaves Portland 1 point behind championship leader Dennis going into the final 2 weekends of the Formula E season. Formula E next heads to Rome for a double-header weekend on July 15 and 16. To Formula Drift now, where Adam LZ marked his first ever podium appearance with a win at Englishtown Raceway Park in New Jersey. LZ defeated his teammates Chelsea Denofa and James Dean on his way to victory, with Simon Olsen second and Matt Field third. Formula Drift next heads to Worldwide Technology Raceway in Missouri on July 15th. That's it for this week's wrap, but don't forget the weekend coming up. You have the Intercontinental GT Challenge at Spa, Formula One in Austria, the Thailand Super Series visits the iconic Bangsang Grand Prix, and of course IndyCar at Mid-Ohio. See you next week.